Hola, hola, this is Armel with TWIG Talks, and today we have the wonderful Asha with us. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Armel. I'm like super excited to be here and have a chat.
And I'm excited to have you. You're a woman of many talents, but tonight you are here as a therapist, a very unique therapist with unique methods. I want to know all about it.
Fantastic. So I actually work as a trauma specialist, but I work with people from all kinds of life, work with coaching. And basically what I do is that I really try to build a bridge between the science and the spiritual. I have 2 master's degrees. I work a lot very grounded in what we call polyvagal theory, which is basically the science of the nervous system. Your tip, if you're working with a therapist through trauma and she doesn't use polyvagal theory, change your therapist because she doesn't know what because it's literally like the map. It's like the science of how to work with trauma. And then along with that, there are definitely a growing need for people looking for more spiritual, more wholesome, more aligned methods. So I do my best.
I am one of them.
Fantastic.
So you have this very unique method to take some of your patients in the jungle.
Yes.
Tell me more.
Yes. So one of the most recent upcoming research that has been done in terms of mental health is a new wave of psychedelics. We're literally going through the psychedelics renaissance right now because there is so much new research coming up showing that it has actually the potential to rewire a brain and even to grow new neurons in the hippocampus. And because I've been working with trauma for a very long time, for a long time I felt there was something missing. There is something that is just not clicking for clients. And then a couple of years ago, I was actually invited to Spain to work with an ayahuasca retreat center. And some of the healing that I experienced, both for myself and for the clients that I work with, which was, I mean, it was amazing. I don't want to say miraculous. I don't want to hyper it up. I don't want to give the idea that one ceremony, everything is amazing. But compared to years of doing therapy, they say it's like 10 years of therapy in one night. And so once a year, I take people to the jungle, very small groups, and we work on a holistic form of trauma, combining trauma therapy with plant medicine.
So I'm going to put your contact above our head. And anybody who is really interested to really go deep into resolving their trauma or know someone who is, please contact Asha. She has been doing wonders here in Guadalajara and online with clients all over the world. So now you have been here from Malta, Europe. You have moved here 3 years ago. And you're here for a long time, forever maybe. So you know very well Guadalajara, and you chose 3 questions for yourself. We're going to dive into them. Question number 1, Asha, what is the one spot that most people don't know about?
Ooh, this is my favorite one. You're starting on with this one. Okay, so I love food. I'm a total foodie, and I'm very like Anthony Bourdain street food kind of girl. And so if you don't know what a changuise is, you need to go out and like walk. But it's basically like a street market.
All the food mercado.
All the food mercados. And so my favorite one, which is Mercado de Corona, which is like really close to the main cathedral in Guadalajara.
Centro Histórico.
Yep, exactly. So you just walk in through the entrance, you take a right through the food hall and you come to the very edge, and to the right there's this place, I think it's called Camarón Playero, really small spot, couple of large tables, and they sell the most amazing like deep fried breaded fish fillet and prawn tacos. It's like 25 pesos and you have these giant pieces of super hot, juicy, crunchy, crispy, and unlimited sauce.
I'm so hungry now.
I want to go. Let's go.
I think you mentioned that there is something special about this place. There is like a man with one leg who sings beautifully.
Yeah. So look, I mean, if you're in Mexico, Mexicans will always tell you need the 3 Bs: the bonito, barato, y bueno. Whereas it's not so, it's very bueno.
So it's beautiful,
yes,
inexpensive, and super delicious.
So it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful. But it is beautiful if you have an open heart.
The soul.
For sure. Because there is like, there's always people, asking for money. But there's this one guy in a wheelchair with the most melodious Andrea Bocelli voice who is just like singing there. And I'm just eating my tacos and getting my emotional and having this like full-blown.
Okay, we all have to go. We have to go. I'm thinking the TWIG social magic there.
I'm down. I'm there. There's another like place in La Paz who does fish tacos, is famous. Doesn't come close.
Doesn't come close.
And it's 3 times the price.
And it's right there in Guadalajara. It's Centro Histórico. Okay, we are all going. Number 2, what is the tradition of the area that everybody should try at least once?
So, what a great question, Arman. Thank you. And so, as tourists, I think it's really important for us to not just do only the touristy things, but to really honor and kind of connect the Mexican roots, which are connected back to the Mayans and the Aztecs. And one of the Asian practices that has still practiced today is the practice of temazcal, which has nothing to do with mezcal, the liquor. No drugs, no. But temazcali from Nahuatl, which is modern day Maya, is called the House of Sweat, is the translation. And it's basically like a
steam room.
Yeah, like exactly like a steam room, and where you go in. Your women have to wear a dress, and men are kind of in shorts, and you have like a drum, and basically people kind of pray. It's kind of like group therapy, sweating, drumming, and singing and chanting in the dark.
And I know you're doing that every Sunday with like the master.
Yeah, master. Yeah, so I work and study a lot with Tata Chimino, who is one of the most well-known curanderos or temazcaleros, as we call kind of the shaman or the guide of the temazcal in Colima. He's in his 80s, super old guy. So along with my clinical practice, I spend a lot of time learning about indigenous medicine and alternative practices. And this man has healed me using nothing other than his prayer. He's somebody who's really connected to God in a way that you can really feel it.
So this is happening in Colima. And you can go for the weekend, and at 9 a.m. on Sunday, you can see Asha, the amazing spiritual being from Mexico, 80 years old, and have an incredible experience to do in your lifetime. Okay, I have to be on your list. Finally, question number 3. You have not truly experienced Guadalajara until what is the...
Okay, so like we were saying before, there's so many special places about Guadalajara, but I think one of the places that I really love that's not so well known is a nature spot. I love being in nature. And I love in Guadalajara that you get to do that despite it being such a big city. So if you have a car, if you have a motorbike, or even you're willing to split an Uber, just like an hour outside, there is this place called Cascadas de Huaxtla, which is like around an hour-long hike. And there's 3 waterfalls where it's safe to swim. So if you're tired of like the Guadalajara heat in like May and it's killing you and you want to go there, it's absolutely incredible. It does get a little bit of a tougher hike towards the end, but just the view and just the energy and the water being there. I'm somebody from the sea, so the fact that I can swim and be close to the water is something super special for me. Not a super well-known spot, guys. Go and check it out. It's really beautiful.
So you have not truly experienced Guadalajara until you know that behind this amazing, huge cosmopolitan city is a wealth of nature, an amazing experience to be having in the nearby vicinities. And I know that now you're a biker, you go with your biking group.
Yes.
Your motorbike.
If you're into motorbikes, there are some motorbike clubs, and we have one that is only women, like Royal Biker Girls, Guadalajara. And sometimes we organize and we go ride to these types of unknown places.
You see, you could spend hours talking with Asha. Unfortunately, we are reaching our time, but this is your home. You can come back anytime. What would you like to share with the audience before you say goodbye?
When in Mexico, do like the Mexicans. Eat tacos, enjoy life, and viva la vida.
Thank you so much. And for everybody else, stay tuned for the 5 things you cannot miss in Guadalajara this week. Stay tuned. The 5 events we recommend not missing this week in Guadalajara are: number 1, Cinema, the 78th Muestra Internacional del Cine. Well, it starts on Friday the 16th until January 20th. What is so special about it? Well, it's the first movie from Europe that won at the Cannes Festival or the Biennale of Venice, coming to Guadalajara for 60 pesos a ticket. You don't want to miss that. It's at the Cineteca. Number 2 is a famous Mexican musical. So that is a great way for music and just a few dialogues to practice your Spanish. It's called Hoy no me puedo levantar. Today, I cannot wake up. And it is on Saturday at Teatro Galerías. Number 3, we are in January and all the bazaar, the famous weekend bazaar, are closed. They start again in February, at the exception of Via Libertad in Colonia Americana. Via Libertad has a lot of bazaar and cool events to offer, and you don't want to miss them. This weekend, there will be a bazaar, a clothes, vintage clothes bazaar. Then the following week will be the plant festival. They also always host some kind of amazing yoga experience on the rooftop, either for the sunset or for a Sunday morning. And finally, their famous monthly swing dancing social. You find a partner and swing in the street. How wonderful is that? You don't want to miss it. Number 4, famous Spanish singer and songwriter Leva is coming on concert, and that will be on Sunday at the C4 Concert House. Well, Leva is famous for recording some album for soundtrack that won prizes at the Goya Festival, which is the Academy Awards of Spain, or being nominated several times at the Latin Grammys. So you don't want to miss him. Finally, this month we just passed the sold out race of Shrek. But it's not too late to celebrate Shrek, this amazing, lovable character that represents romance and comedy. And you have the Gastro Cinema Shrek 2 coming on Saturday, the 31st. So what's special about it? Casa Umo is putting together an experience where you can sit down, enjoy a several course menu while watching the movie Shrek number 2. And of course, the dishes are inspired by Shrek. So don't miss it. I believe the prices are changing, are going really up on the 20th. So this is your moment to book your ticket. Now, you can find all the details for all those events and many more on the TWIG event calendar or on a free newsletter coming out every Friday. Or simply, if you're a member, by contacting me and saying, Mel, where can I find the info? And I'm always happy to help. So, wish you a fantastic weekend and see you again next week for another amazing interview and more exciting things coming to Guadalajara. Ciao.